In the beginning, one of the first things God did was separate the light from the darkness. Then in Genesis 3, Satan whispers to Eve, perhaps the darkness is light.
I am a woman whose body was created sacred, but her sanctity was broken, and now her body feels degraded.
Thank you so much, Christine, for the opportunity. Shout out to my sisters. I am free to just be free. Today I have the honor of sharing my truth on my sexuality with God and what that looks like for me. I've known for a very long time that I was attracted to women, and I've definitely enjoyed that time in my life. But somehow, I was always left even more empty and unfulfilled. Going from one relationship after the other, I was also very incapable of being faithful in those relationships. One constant thing that I had was a feeling of emptiness, and there was a gap, and I didn't know what the gap was or why it was there. And there were some questions that came with it, Is there more to life? What exactly am I doing with mine? Do I want more in life? And if it did come, did I deserve it? I didn't know, but it was a mission that I made mine and to find out. So being with all these different women and, sometimes men who definitely have failed in that area, women couldn't give me the more either. And just to be clear, both genders still failed to do so. Everything, just left me empty, more empty. I found no way to fill the gap. And because I never really felt that my sexuality defined me at any stage in my life, I was still kind of trapped and imprisoned on people's judgment about me because of this whole situation, especially them weird church people. All right, cool. At one point you could say I was out and proud simply because I didn't really connect to it. I didn't really feel like sexuality mattered. Why? Because I already had freedom, I felt I had a lot going for me. I'm paying, I'm a singer, I got good teeth, so it didn't, I didn't identify with any of these labels, lesbian, homosexuality, homosexual, queer, straight, any of it. Yet the world kept trying to make me feel like I have to be in one of these tip boxes, And to believe otherwise is like, oh my God, you're confused, but I wasn't. Come on, I liked women. I've always believed there were more interesting characters about me. So, these titles that we hold on so tightly to, they can change. They can change at any point. It literally takes an experience to change that. And why do we hold on to them so tightly? Is it because we want to belong? Is it because we want to feel accepted? Or are we scared of the thought that we could change what we thought we could only be? Yeah? And eventually, we start to believe what the world is pushing on us, things that don't even sit well with us. It's us that has to be at constant war with our minds. Been there, done that, still doing it. Long story short, I am a same-sex attracted woman, and as we love labels so much, I'm a Christian woman that is attracted to women. The goal here is not my sexuality or heterosexuality, or for that matter, any of it. The real goal here is holiness, which begs me to ask the question. The question now is, am I oppressing my sexuality, or am I simply obedient to God in my abstinence? I've had a lot of friends, people tell me that I'm suppressing my natural feelings, or that's how God made me. Personally, I don't subscribe to the notion that this is how I was born. However, I do believe nurture plays a part in everything. My childhood was heavily influenced by very strong women, so I guess I didn't really see the need for men. God was there, but it wasn't really forced on me. I just didn't know God's truth. So, these are the questions I still ask myself. Self-discovery, actually, in the last few years of actually giving God time and studying the Bible and wrestling and fighting Him every day, it's actually led me to realize that I've been infatuated with women from the age of 6 years old. My attraction to women is still very much present. However, I have a conviction on purity that helps me to submit my sexuality to God. So, and then, it's like, do we believe that purity is a form of worship? In Ephesians 1:7-8, the Bible tells me I'm supposed to honor the Creator in my youth. I am very young. In Corinthians, the Bible speaks of honoring God with my body. It's a nice one. This is where God resides. This is temple. And as I am young and I am currently able to do what I can, I choose to do just that. I am choosing to use my sexuality to honor my Creator in a world where many choose to exploit it. Attraction does not equal action. Attraction isn't a choice. Let me repeat. Who you're attracted to is not a choice. What you choose to do with that attraction makes it a choice. I am choosing to do this. I have self-control. I have choice over what I decide to do with my sexual attraction, which isn't to oppress it, but to master it. Whether straight or anything else, ultimately none of it matters, as wholeheartedly serving God is about denying myself. The grace of a very good God gave me choice to say no to what doesn't glorify Him and say yes to what does. What does this look like for me currently? It is choosing God's standard of purity. It's also, accepting the fact that I will never fall in love with a man, which means probably won't get married. It is choosing to not be in any ungodly romantic relationships. It is choosing to not have sex with anyone. It is choosing to be free in Christ, to do all of the above and not be agitated or care what the world has to say about any of it. God's truth and biblical standard on purity allows me to choose exactly what I want to do and how to treat mine. My connection to my purity is how I choose to treat my sexuality. Do we live in a society that recognizes our purity is a form of worship or that it's even a gift? Anything that we're passionate about, we want to give our whole heart to. In the last couple of years, I've grown to be very passionate about Jesus, His value system on purity. And so with my music and my music videos, you ain't gonna see, I'm trying to get abs, but nobody gonna see them. And I'm gonna create something that reflects my choices on what I choose to do with God's truth. This is my chosen truth. My sexuality doesn't matter because it doesn't define me. This journey has led me to the more that I was looking for, more problem, more stress, but in that I found more love, more self-control, more family, more riches, more obedience, more purpose, more freedom to just be free in God's truth over my life and His biblical standards on purity, not society's. Thank you. Yeah, I can feel what I wanna feel.